Week 3 of No Shave November. I feel like I've got more hair on the top of my head than I do on my face. Actually, I can tell that I've got like the craziness with the hair on my face going on. It's my Snotorious jersey. Snotorious Christmas sweater today because I'm Snotorious. But anyway, welcome to a new week. I hope you had a good fantasy football weekend. I know some people did, some people didn't. I'm afraid to look at my specific picks and pick them. In the Capolini League or the other league that I'm in, I do know that fantasy-wise that my team did well. Knock on wood, I'll continue to do so. And I've only had to do minimal trades. Actually, I haven't had to do any trades. I just had to get rid of Deshaun Watson. But fortunately, it's after the bye week, so I'm playing with my quarterback, who's the quarterback for the 49ers, Brock Purdy. So I'm hoping that things go good. But I'm aware that I might need a new quarterback just in case as the season continues to press on. But fortunately, it's pressing on, right? Can you believe we're at Thanksgiving week already? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And depending on where you're watching this across the iHeart Nation, we have a lot of different things going on with the weather. Like on the East Coast, in the D.C. market, the D.C. show, which is going to start here in the next, I'm going to be in the studio in the next 15 minutes. We're waking up under a hypothermia alert, but it feels 85 in my place, which is good because it's like, colder outside. But the air conditioning is not working again. I know, first world problems. I don't know exactly what it is that happened, but I do know it hasn't seemed right for a minute. And I'm wondering if it happened a few weeks ago when the power glitched. I don't know. You'll have these things. They happen. They just happen. But anyway, lots of stuff to get to on the show today. I feel like I'm in the doghouse, number one. Why? Well, because my significant other wanted to go to Christmas, shops yesterday. I guess there are some that are open. And, I could have been like, I'd rather just kind of chill out today and not do it. But I was like, yeah, let's go get dinner today and we'll go look at them tomorrow. But like by the time we were ready to go, it was after like noon, after 1 o'clock. So most of the day had been kind of spent just lingering around the house. Oh no, I just get tired. I was reading, maybe it's this, maybe it's the whole winter, what do they call that? Not SIDS, I forget. Something seasonal affective SADS, seasonal affective disorder or whatever. I don't know. I don't think it is. I actually like going to bed earlier. I do know that I have gone to bed much earlier since the time change, which has been kind of a weird thing, but I know me going to bed early, but like it hits 8 o'clock and I'm like, it's late. I got to go to bed. I got to get up early. Need to be up so I can go get breakfast and then get to work and do whatever needs to be done before I get to work and get into the work mode of things. And well, it is what it is. But anyway, so I feel like I'm in the doghouse for that. But I will say this. The good thing that came out of all of that was that Friday night, was it Friday night? No, Friday night I finished deadlines. Saturday night we went to dinner at Benihana, Japanese steak place. Last time we had gone to a Japanese steak place, we were the Dominican Republic, like Excellence or Finest or one of these resorts. And it was because we were coming out of the pandemic and everything was still like really affordable to travel. And so we went there to kind of get away and work on building what has become a relationship. And I will tell you, that was the last time I ate at a Japanese steakhouse. So it was kind of cool to be able to eat at one for the first time in a minute. Now, you're probably like, well, why can't you eat at a Japanese steakhouse? They're everywhere. Yeah, true. But, my daughter's home from school for the semester. And if she's going to come with us, sometimes we have to be choosy about where we go. If you have a picky eater or a child that's got like a neurodivergent sort of a thing going on when it comes to the texture of food or what food smells like or whatnot. I mean, these are things I can't understand because I don't have these problems, but I wouldn't call them problems. I don't have these things going on. But she didn't come with us to dinner, so we were able to go to places we couldn't usually go or didn't usually go to. And so going to a Japanese steakhouse for the first time in forever was kind of a very cool thing. And haven't been, like I said, since the Dominican Republic. It was that long time ago. But anyway, and then, I feel bad. Like, should I have felt good about the fact that we got to go to some place without having to, pass it through the paradigm of, is this okay for the kid, But I guess parents are allowed to have date nights, I guess I have to be okay with that. I guess I have to remind myself that it's okay to do what it is that you want and to feel what it is that you feel. And other people are going to feel the way that they feel about it, but that's not on you. That's on them. That's on how they choose to interpret whatever they choose to interpret as feelings. Like I have to get used to believing that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like somebody was calling it like using a new weapon the other day. It really is. It's like it works. When you wield it right, it works well. But nonetheless, you have to be very careful about wielding it. I don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at today, at least on some kind of personal stuff. Looking around at the rest of the stuff, there's some interesting things we could get into. The most relaxing song in the world has been found by research. It's by a band called Marconi Union. And if you want to hear what it sounds like, listen to one of the shows later on today. And we'll get to it coming up. Let's see. Things not to put in your garbage disposal this Thanksgiving. Ways you've dodged a bullet. Things that dudes do that drive women nuts we'll get to today. How to argue fairly. This would be very important at Thanksgiving if you don't get along with your people. And then here's a couple of interesting questions. The average one of these, 6.5 feet tall. What might that be? 'Tis the season. Here's another good question. About 40% of us can't seem to finish what? Interesting. Interesting. Lots to get to today, but I'm going to have to get to the studio and get things started for this Monday show in DC. In the meantime, if you need anything, you know where to find me, tk@iheartradio.com. Comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell a friend that we get together and we BS every morning or in the afternoons or in the evening, as the case may be. If you know Rahul Bajaj, tell him I'm looking for him. That he and I need to catch up. We should have a conversation. It's been a long time. We should do it for old time's sake, just because. And in the meantime, if you need me for anything, you know where to find me, all right? I'm a tap of the talkback microphone away, or you can message me here. Message me over at ihearttoby.com. And I'll do what I can to take care of your musical needs because that's the kind of guy I am. In the meantime, have a great Monday. Remember, it's a short week, Thanksgiving week, but we can get through this together. And we will, because that's just what we do.